right.
Ski, what's up, man? How you doing today?
I'm good. How about yourself, man?
Man, I'm doing amazing. I'm glad to have you on here. How would you introduce yourself to someone who doesn't know you?
Someone that doesn't know me, I mean, it depends the situation. Like for my YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, everything like that, I introduce myself as SRT Ski, because that's really what I go by. That's my trademark. And, I kind of introduce myself by going off of that and then telling about my car, how I got my car, and why I got this car.
Yeah. I feel like it's so much more impressive because you're my age. We're both 18, but bro, you got a Hellcat 18 or like 19, I think. If I'm
Yeah,
not
right
mistaken.
on,
Like,
right on my 19th birthday. Yeah,
yeah, bro, which is like fucking crazy. Like, so many guys dream about getting that car by like 20, 25, 20 something, right? You
exactly.
got it at 18, bro. I want to dive into that later on, but I want to start from the beginning. Like, what was your childhood
Okay.
like? How did you grow up?
I grew up pretty good, honestly. I mean, I had both my parents, both very good workers. I mean, they put a big house over my head. And they gave me that motivation to want to, if I want something, I want to work for it myself. Like earlier when we and you was speaking
Yeah.
privately, my dad, he got a Corvette, and then that really got me in the car scene. And I was like, dang, I really want one, like at least a fast car, something nice.
Mm.
And that gave me the motivation and drive to really want to go, especially now, go buy my Hellcat, because I was like, hey, I want one. I got to find one. I wanted something that was unique. And I mean, I'm not going to necessarily say because where I'm at unique, but it has this very genre of people. Like it draw your attention.
Mm.
It draws other people's attention. It's an eye magnet. So, I mean, that's really how I say I was brought up. I mean, I was brought up around fast cars and I was brought up well.
I'd say that Hellcats are mostly like so like even by me as an European is because it just doesn't make any sense. It's like got
Right.
more horsepower than a Huracan Performante, right? It's got super crazy power, and you put it into a
Exactly.
brick-shaped fucking muscle car, right? Like it doesn't make sense, but somehow it
Exactly.
sounds amazing and it works perfectly.
Sounds amazing. And then honestly, I thought when I got the car, 'cause this was like my first V8 that I owned for real. And I was like, I don't know how this power gonna be. I don't know how it's gonna drive. It's gonna be smooth like my other car, how it is. I get in this car, I don't even notice I'm going like 50 miles an hour. Like when I'm
Hmm.
something like that, I'll be on the highway. I'm thinking I'm going 70. I'm really going like 95, 100 almost. I'm like, dang, I gotta,
Yeah.
because it feels that smooth and it's that good of a car. I'm like, I don't feel like I'm moving like this. And then the handling, people say, yeah, it's not as good around curves and stuff like that. But honestly, to me, I'm not going around no hard curve super fast like that or nothing like that. So to me, it feels just fine. The handling is great.
Mm. Is it true like the traction problem? Like you just step on the gas and you lose traction immediately?
Yes, I say, especially because I have launched it a couple of times, it spins out like really fast. You got to be, I'm gonna say, strategic when you like put your foot on the gas. You can't just full send it like you would do with some cars, especially because 700 horsepower to back two rear tires, that's a lot. So it just starts spinning out completely. And then especially like I had took it on a trip and it was raining where it was. I'm talking every little curve, I just started sliding. I was like, dang, it was an issue, but I mean, as long as you can control the car, it's good, but it spins out a lot.
Mm. Bro, what type of tires do you put on that thing?
So the setup that I have right now, I have 315s all around, and I have Michelin's for the tire brand.
Mm. Bro, you do not want to cheap out on tires like on a car like this, bro, in my opinion.
No, you don't. I say for example, you go into like, because down here they have like legal pits where people do burnout stuff like that legally and everything
Mm.
like that. I say for example, you do want to do something for that, you can buy you a little cheap set of tires just so you can go burn them out there and then go put back
Yeah.
your normal tires. That's the only time I really say get some cheap tires. Other than that, get, it's worth your money. It may be a lot of money at the time, but them tires might last you a good year as long as you're not dogging them out realistically. So
Yeah.
I mean, hey, it's worth it.
Huh. So, what was your first car?
My first car that I got was a 2006 Lexus ES350. That
Hmm.
was my first car. I got that. It was my mom's car, and she gave it to me on my 16th birthday. Um, the story behind that car, honestly, I mean, that was I love that car. My mom, she may say I taking it for granted, especially at that time, but I love that car. It got me from point A to point B, real reliable. And then I say about 6 months of me having it, I totaled it. mainly because I was due for new tires and I didn't get any at the time. I had to tell myself, all right, I'm gonna wait like 2 more weeks, give me some tires. The car spun out on me, and they had insurance marked as a total loss, even though it really wasn't, but they had marked it as a loss.
Mm. You know, I want to ask you, what's like your dream daily car? Because Hellcat, I mean, I'm sure that there's a way you could daily it, but it's not optimal. Like, what's your dream daily car?
My dream daily, I'll say I have to say Mercedes. I like the luxury of it because my current daily that I have is just it's a Lexus ES350, but it's a 2016, which it has the luxury, but I've seen Mercedes and I've honestly, that would probably be my perfect daily. Not one of the two sporty ones, mainly because, hey, that's a sports car still. But one of those luxury comfort ones, I'll most definitely probably have that as my perfect daily car.
I'd honestly pick an S class if I was to choose from Mercedes.
Probably S class because I mean it has the comfort. It still has if you want to do a little bit of speed, and got a little bit of speed with it. But and then on top of that, the car looks great. So I mean, hey,
yeah. And it's many people's dream car because it costs like 150, 200 grand, which is crazy. But also like American V8s and European V8s are like completely different worlds, bro. Sounds completely different, and it's a completely different driving experience. Like I sat in a Scat Pack, never in a Hellcat though, but I sat in a Scat Pack Challenger actually it was for like half an hour, right, for a ride. And it was crazy. So I can't even imagine what's gonna be like the Hellcat, right?
Yeah.
But when I sit in the AMG like in a C63, I got to ride in that one too. It's just like the car feels so much safer. Like you're not scared for your life like you are in like an American like something from Dodge in my opinion. Like bro, like for some reason they make completely like crazy cars. Like the Dodge Viper back in the 90s, bro, with no airbags and no brake system, nothing.
Car. Yeah. I'll say me personally, because I've driven in BMW like European cars and everything like that. American, they care about safety in a sense for legal wise, but when it comes to you flooring it doesn't matter. Like Mustangs, for example, they don't have the best traction. You start spinning out. Like they have a little narrative to where the driver's like, yeah, they normally crash everything. Dodge, I mean, where I'm at, they get stolen a lot, but I mean, that's a bang for your buck type of car because I'm talking about like that thing goes flying down the highway. And then we have, what was the other one? Like Corvettes. Honestly, I say that's the best of both worlds. You got your sports car. It looks amazing. Like lowrider. You really can't ask for too much more, but that would probably be my future car or something I would want. Maybe when I'm a little bit older.
Yeah. You know what I'm also thinking about is like, what's crazy that Dodge made in 2021 was the Durango Hellcat. They decided to put a fucking Hellcat engine into a fucking 3-row family SUV.
Family car, yeah. That is egregious in a sense. Cause I'm like, it's supposed to be a safe little family car. I understand, you put maybe the Scat Pack engine in it because the weight balances it out. Yeah. But you put a 717 horsepower engine in a three row sedan. I mean, SUV. That's a lot.
And also in the sport mode, I think they put it like the 70% rear wheel bias. So like that's like also you can like in the donuts in a fucking 3-row family SUV. Like what? How crazy is that?
Exactly. It's real crazy because I'm like especially down here where I'm at, we see a lot of Hellcat, but we don't see Durango. Like you'll see a Trackhawk before you see a Durango Hellcat. So realistically, I'm like, Jesus. One, I'm not gonna say they don't sell, but it's like a 3-row family car. I'm like, I mean, don't get me wrong, you got a family and they all adrenaline junkies. Y'all like to go flying down the highway. Perfect vehicle. But I don't see it as being ideal because 3 rows, you don't really need that much, especially with that much power.
Yeah, and also the thing is they sold, but it's like hard to sell for the second, third, fourth time because it was like one time off, just like the Demon in 2018, and now the Demon's 170. It was just a 1-year production, right? So I don't know how many they made of it. I think like less than 2,000. If I'm not mistaken.
They've still been making, especially this recent year. They just made another. They call it the Durango Red Eye Jailbreak, but it only has like 7 more horsepower. It's basically the
Yeah,
same.
but that's gonna be for 2026. So
Yeah,
far they haven't been mass produced.
yeah, they haven't really made that many. Which, I mean, say for example, you're a collector, that's your type of car. But I've still seen, especially when I was looking for my Hellcat, I seen a lot of them just sitting there online at
Mm.
dealers. And because a lot of the dealers they had them marked up because of what they were, but a lot of people also was like, yeah, we don't really see the reality to go get that, especially when in the market there's other 3-row like, say for example the Escalade down here they call it the big black truck, literally.
Yeah.
Um, faster than a Scat Pack, has luxury in its Escalade. So realistically, why not get that over
Yeah.
the Hellcat Durango?
Yeah. Did you ever think about getting a scat pack like before?
I did when I was 17 years old. I was still in high school. I wanted a Scat Pack so bad, like really bad. Like it was a almost an unhealthy obsession. I'm talking about I go to the dealership almost weekly just to go look at one. And I had actually gotten approved on my 18th birthday. I had gotten approved for one, but my interest rate was high and they wanted 15,000 down. Me, I was like,
Mhm.
I can't bring myself to do that, mainly because I'm not gonna say I wanted it, but that interest rate, especially if I wanted to get out of that car, I'm like, there's no point in me doing it right now.
Mm.
I was like, okay, cool. I'm gonna just wait. I'm gonna stack some more money up, and then hopefully by then my credit will be a little bit better to where my interest rate will one be down. I have
Yeah.
more credit history, everything like that.
Yeah.
So I mean, it was a nice Scat Pack. It was a 2018, but it was the 392
Yeah.
SRT version, and
Mhm.
that's what had drew my attention because it was basically SRT and it completely on the inside, and I was like, dang, I really want one. And it was like really well maintained, like one owner, like 15,000 miles.
Yeah.
But
And I feel like that kind of like maturity and patience with it is one of the things that like will keep you successful for a long time, because many people will take a loan that's I saw those memes of like guys buying a Hellcat like with like a 90 something month loan, which is like that's like what
yeah,
that's
it's like
five
8 years.
years I
Yeah,
think.
yeah,
Eight.
it's a long time.
Yeah.
What's it,
Uh,
12, 90? Yeah, that's like 8, almost 9 years.
which is crazy. I saw a guy like having 96 months for a demon, right? But I'm like, bro, like you're not rich, bro. 96 months, bro. How
You
is
know how
that a flex?
exactly. I understand, say, for a person goes like with a 72-month term, mainly because they want to stretch it out, but you're making the payments so you pay it off faster. I understand that. But if you're going to where you're stretching it out to 84 months, 96 months, I
Yeah.
personally don't think you can afford the car. Now, say, for example, you're doing rental car business, then it's a little different. But if you're doing this for your personal
Yeah.
vehicle, just for your pleasure, there's no point in doing it. There's other cars out there, especially if you just need a car to get point A to point B, there's no point in doing that long of a loan.
Mm. Yeah. It's crazy to think that there are some people like making Hellcat money monthly, right? Like if there's people making like fucking 80K a month, and it's like
Yeah.
to them that idea would not even cross their mind, but it's like those people are just saying work harder. But realistically, if you just rent it for like a couple of days, you get experience, bro. If you're not working harder, then what the fuck are you doing? Like I'm not.
Yeah. I mean, I say with the people, like especially down here, there's a lot of people they making 30, 40K months easily.
Yeah.
And what I say, because I'm not putting myself in that category where I'm making no 30, 40K a month. I say, I mean, I'm making comfortable to where I can afford my car and afford my
Mm-hmm.
living situations and stuff. But what I tell, especially the younger people and people that say they're older than me, because the advice that I give is it can really go for anybody. Don't put all your eggs into one basket. Like
Mm.
a person will tell you, "Oh, how'd you get it?" Like a person will come and ask, because I asked, I was like, "Yo, how'd you get this car? How'd you get it?" They'll just say, "Yeah, I worked hard. I did YouTube." Like that's not really a given answer to me, or how you even did it. Nobody talks about building your credit when you're turning 18, stuff like that, or invest
Mm.
your money into like savings accounts, stuff like that. All of them are just saying, "Yeah, work a job, like work, stack your money up, and then you can go get it." If you just do that, then you're gonna be working for a long time because they didn't tell you anything about credit, so you're gonna be working a long time. And if you do
Uh-huh.
get approved, it's gonna be like how I was when I was 18, with like some 25-30% interest rate. And then if you set those terms because you don't know what an interest rate is, I mean, you're screwed for however long your loan term is, realistic.
Yeah, this is like an interesting thing that I started researching credit scores, etc. Because we don't have that here, like on Czech Republic, on the middle of Europe. I didn't even know what the credit score is, right? And then I found out like if you wanted to have a credit score here, like in Central Europe, it's hard. Like you have to be over 21, and you have to fucking be approved for it. You have to already have like college done, etc. It's like in the US, you can have a credit score from what age, really? Like a credit card.
You can open your first credit card underneath your name at once you turn 18.
Yeah.
Now for me, what your parents can do if you're younger, say for example, like when I was 15 years old, my mom added me to her credit card as an authorized user. And basically what that does, it puts me on her credit report. Not as like a primary, it's just so I can start building my own history earlier and earlier.
Yeah.
And then so basically when I turned 18, I had a credit score. The score really didn't mean anything. It was just a number. Like when I had turned 18, my score was like a 780 at the time. And knowing that, I was like, okay, I can go ahead and give me a scat pack. No, that's not really the case. They approved me, but it was stipulations because I had a good score, but no history behind that score at all. And the history is really what plays a main part in credit because a person can have a 780 being 18 years old, not get approved, but a person can have a 630 and they got multiple paid off car loans. 9 times out of 10, they'll get approved over the person with a higher score.
Yeah. That's interesting, man. Well, I like the one thing because I want to move to the US by the time I'm 20, so in the next 2 years, right? I'm moving to the bigger country, to Poland, right, in 2 months, but I'm just staying there for the time being. However, I'm working on getting my green card, but it's like one of those things that I really like started researching hard because like a lot of things in the US are very fucking different, and I can't yeah. A lot of systems, etc., like even healthcare and all of that, like some stuff is like scary. Like, bro, you don't like you have to pay if you call like the paramedics, etc., to pick you up, right?
Yeah,
like,
911. You gotta realistically. That's why, especially a lot of people. I'm not gonna say, or I'm gonna say more like less fortunate or don't have the financial situation. They'll be battling and they won't want to take. They won't want to take a ambulance. And then because of the fact that it's like $5,000 just to get a ride to the hospital, which in my opinion is excessive. How I see it, we shouldn't be charged for that. That's what taxes are for, especially. That's what I feel like our taxes should go to. If it should be one paying like the cop salary, stuff like that, fixing our roads. Like a lot of roads here, they're just now starting to fix them. They've been beat up forever. And then like stuff like ambulances, like hospital bills, because some people they can't afford it and they can't afford the best insurances either. Say for example, they have a big time procedure they need, they can't afford the full payment or the insurance that'll cover it fully. So I feel like that in a sense, it should be more sympathy and it shouldn't be. I'm not gonna say as expensive because hospital stuff is very expensive, stuff like that. But something's got to give here, you know. Humans.
Here in Europe,
humans is important in a way.
Yeah, here you don't pay for like a paramedic's call, like take you to the hospital, etc. So that was like a crazy news when I heard that. But also it's pros and cons, right? Like here, if you want to go from the US like to Europe for a few weeks, like it's easy. But if you want to go from Europe to the US, bro, you got getting approved for the green cards is so fucking hard. I tried twice already and I got denied. Like it's so hard to leave Europe. So they're trying to keep you here so fucking hard. So it's like that's one of those things I don't like about Europe.
Honestly, I'll say it's a lot on America, especially now. I mean, it's hard for anybody to come over here, realistically.
Yeah.
Especially some people like they have their green cards, they still getting checked almost constantly, just because. Sadly, especially profiling. It could be with anything. Like white people. I don't like to bring race into everything, but I mean, white people they get profiled because some of them, especially the higher earners, like cocaine stuff like that, because they'll do it. I get profiled because I mean I'm black and I drive a Hellcat.
Yeah.
I mean, it's understandable because I mean, a lot of drug dealers, stuff like that, they have these type of vehicles. So I understand. I knew it came with it. And then the Mexicans, especially now with ICE and everything, even if they got a green card, some of them are still trying to get deported. So realistically, it's almost a
Mm,
lose-lose in almost every situation. I'll say America is a great place, but it has its cons, and the cons are very heavy.
yeah. Yeah, also, bro, I'm sorry, but I find some of the stereotypes just funny. I don't know how people get offended by them. Like I saw post the other day about a white guy sitting in a Challenger Hellcat eating watermelon, and like the comments were saying like wannabe black man, etc. And I'm like, bro,
But
that's funny as hell.
I truly don't either, because I mean, one, it's just a car. Realistically, yeah, it's
Yeah.
stereotyped as a black person car, but at the end of the day, like my neighbors, it's like three of them white and have a Hellcat. I'm like the only
Yeah.
black dude with a Hellcat in the neighborhood, realistically. And then when black people they try to get a white person car like a Porsche or something like that, they get called bougie or something. It doesn't really make sense to
Mm.
me. But at the end of the day, whoever's buying it is their money. Who cares?
Yeah. Absolutely, man. Um. Yeah, bro. I wanted to ask you, what was like the first week when you got the car? Like, does it feel real? Like, like you started up the first day after you just bought it. It's
First,
like, how does
first
it feel?
let me tell you about the day I had, because I had got it on my 19th birthday. I had picked it up, and I had woke up the next day. It felt surreal because I had went home. I went to sleep. I forgot, like, I even had my keys. They were upstairs on the hook. I had went upstairs. No, I was going to give me something to eat for the day. I was like, dang, I forgot I got this car. So I just cranked it up. It was real loud. I was like, Jesus. And that's my car now. So I was like, wow. When you just open the door and you see it just in your garage or wherever you're going to have it at, it feels
Mm.
unreal. You're like, wow, this is mine. I worked for this, especially when you start doing stuff to it. It feels like a whole different ball game at that point.
Hmm. What is the difference like in people? Like I'm sure like a lot of old friends want to take a ride in it, etc., which is okay, right? But a lot of people that maybe stop talking to you and just like reached out of nowhere just because of this. Like, do you think that happens?
Yes, you'll see a lot of people, like, especially like fake friends, stuff like that, people that act like they're cool with you. It was a lot of people the day I had posted that I had got it or and dropped my YouTube video. There was a lot of people starting to call my phone. Like, I haven't talked to them in a good year since I graduated high school, stuff like that. I'm like, man, you haven't talked at all. Why are you trying to, let me come over, see your car and everything like that. Let's go
Yeah.
for a ride. Riz, me, no, because I'm like, you didn't even pay any attention when I wanted this car. When I talked about getting this car, you're like, you're probably gonna get it when you're like 23, something like that. You're not gonna get it at 19, 20 years old. And I was like, to me, that really made me want to go hard to get that car. But you're gonna meet a lot of people. You're gonna meet fake people, and realistically, it's gonna be a lot of strangers that are more supportive than people that you know. Like,
Mm.
first day I had got it, I was driving home. A Scat Pack pulled up to me. He was like, "Nice car." When you like, just asked me a whole bunch of questions. I was like, "Yeah," and he was like, "Congratulations," and stuff like that. Especially when I started my Instagram, it's a lot more people that I don't know
Mm.
that came and followed me than people on my main page when I'm promoting my stuff, like promote my YouTube and everything. They don't even follow
Mhm.
it. They don't even pay it any mind. But a lot of other people, they'll come and they'll give support, and that's why I value, especially when I do my YouTube. I say how grateful I am for, even if I get 200 views, like 50, even 50 views. I'll be like, I'm so grateful for y'all tuning in, watching, and just seeing what I got to say, honestly, because it makes me feel good that, one, especially on my last YouTube video that I dropped, like how to buy the car at such a young age. Like in 3 days, like right now I'm sitting at like 900 views. I'm very grateful because, one,
Mm.
I'm helping other people. A lot of people, especially where I'm from, they'll gatekeep. They won't tell anybody how to do it or how to become successful in a certain way. Me, I want to share the knowledge, and I don't want to charge for it necessarily, because a lot of people, they'll sell courses or rip off courses to try and get people money. Me, I'm gonna get a free game. I'm gonna put it on YouTube. I'm gonna put
Mm.
it where TikTok, Instagram, wherever I need to put it, so other people can get these cars. A lot of people, especially younger people, they'll come up. I'm at the gas station filling up. They'll be polite. They'll be like, "Excuse me, like how'd you get your car?" Now I try and give them a little rundown. I mean, it's a lot of information, but I mean, I try and slim it down for them just so they understand. And like, I build connections, especially like I'm in a big city with a lot of Hellcats. I mean, a lot of Hellcat owners. A lot of people, like, I was at a car meet. They were saying like, this is the most unique Hellcat I've seen with your rap and everything like that. I'm like, I appreciate it, you know, because
Yeah.
that's something I love to hear. And I say the day before I had picked it up, I went to the bank to pick up my check, and it must have been a sign from God because it was a dude with his Hellcat just sitting in his car waiting outside. You know, me, I didn't have anything yet, and I understand how it is. A person coming up to your car just trying to get the attention and everything like that. You know, you normally brush him off or something. By the grace of God, he rolled his window down. We started talking for like a good 30 minutes. You know, and I still talk to him now. Honestly, we be texting back and forth, and he be like, "Hey, I mean." He's proud of me, and I didn't even know him until that day. So I say when you get stuff like this, you'll meet a lot of fake people that you did know, and a lot of people that you've never known in your life that are more supportive than anything. Honestly,
yeah, bro. Honestly, I saw that your first. I think it was your second video that popped up on my homepage. I just clicked on it and I watched the first one afterwards. And I watched your newest one on how you got the card even in the first place. And I thought that was really interesting. That's when I reached out to you to do the podcast, right? Because I at that point I was watching all of your videos. But man, I was like, so many people get discouraged by it, like, bro, this guy's my age already and I'm behind, etc. But I found it like so inspiring. I found it like, bro, I wanted an American V8, and it's like Hellcat was one of those. It was really either like a Shelby GT500 or a Hellcat. But like really, I'm thinking like the Hellcat Challenger is probably like my like favorite right now. I'm like, this guy's a year older than me, and I'm like, holy shit, this is so inspiring. I didn't look at it in a negative way. I was so happy for this guy, bro. You know, and it's like whenever I see shit like that, man, it just makes me so fucking happy for that other person, and also showing me that it is possible. Like people are doing this shit. Exactly. They really are.
And then honestly, I was in the same situation as you. It was a guy, we went to high school together, but he was a grade above me. We didn't really talk or anything. He had bought a Hellcat when he had turned 19. I was like, so it's possible. Like, and this was like when I was 18, like 3 months before I had turned 18. I was like, okay, he bought a Hellcat. I was like, it's possible. You can do this. And then as of currently, me and him don't talk anymore now. I guess, you know, he had to follow me. It's cool. It is what it is. But he gave me so much information to where, one, he told me, he was like, yeah, build your credit, you know, stack your money, save your money. And realistically, in my last video, I was really relaying information that he gave me in a sense, because it helped me get to what I wanted. Like the way that he told me, he was like, hey, just stay down, you know, keep your head down. Don't talk about it too much, because there's going to be people that wish bad on you. You know, and it's like that. And I was talking like almost every YouTube video he posted, I was tuned in because I love the car. And I wanted the car so bad. I was like, okay, I see him. I see what he's doing. I'm going to eventually get it. I just got to keep working my track. And eventually I did get it.
Yeah, I see it as the more you give, the more you get back. I feel like God just gives back to you a lot more when he sees that you give to his creations, right? It's like you're a positive contributor to like other people's goals. God is going to help you with your own goal. I don't know about you, but I'm Christian. I actually do believe in that stuff.
I do too. And one thing I do believe in, I mean, I don't carry cash on me all the time, but if I'm in a situation to where I see I have something on me, I'm gonna try and give it to the next person, especially if I see they're not doing as well. And I also support like the younger generation. They're out here hustling. Now, no, I don't take anything from like water boys, anything like that. But I mean, I'll roll my one, I give them some money or something, even though I won't take the water, because I mean, hey, I don't necessarily need the water, and if I want to, I can just go buy it from the store. But I like seeing younger people, especially when they want to go out there. They're trying, even though they don't have the materials or everything like that, they're trying their hardest to try and go out there and get what they want.
Yeah, bro. And I also feel like even the older guys that are like successful, like I once went to Prague, the capital city, the biggest city in my country, and I saw a Porsche 911 right parked outside of like a cafe or something like that, right? So I wanted to go there, but I saw like someone like walking up to the car, so I'm like, maybe he owns the car. So I just walked up to the guy. It was like a 60-year-old dude, right? And I just like I started a conversation with him, like, yo, like how much horsepower does that have? Like, yo, it's a cool car, etc. It was a 911, right? It was like the 2021, right? It was a cool ass car. So, bro,
Right.
I asked him to rev it right when he started up, bro, and I just told him, bro, like this is inspiring. Like I'm also working in my business too, and hopefully one day I'm gonna get there. And he says like, he basically told me like when I told him I'm 18, he said that, bro, I didn't get into business until I was 29, you know, and that's what reminded me. I got more than 11 years on when he even started his whole journey. It's like
Right.
so many of us guys feel like there are like 16-year-olds who own a fucking M4, etc. Yeah, absolutely. Like see inspiration in that. But if you're 22, let's say, bro, like don't think that you're fucking it's too late or you're behind or something like that. Like there's still so much more to life. Like you're young. Even at 25, I'd say you're still young.
And honestly, I can't stress that enough because realistically, a person's brain doesn't fully develop until they're at that 25 mark because you haven't lived yet. I'm fresh out. I graduated high school 2024. I'm in college right now. I mean, I'm still learning as I go. When it comes to school, when it comes to life, and it comes to a car and everything like that, I'm still learning. I'm learning how to move my money, move my pieces and everything. So when a person's like, yeah, if I'm not rich by 23, 25, I'm just going to give up. There's no point in that because a lot of people, some people, especially millionaires we're looking at now, they didn't touch their first million until they was like 33, almost 40 years old.
Yeah.
So, I mean, don't get me wrong. Not a lot of people want to be in that 9 to 5, but how I see it as use that 9 to 5 to fund your extra lifestyle, however you want to do your business and everything like that. You do that, you'll be able to eventually start living off of your business. Then once you start living off your business more, I mean, you can still keep working your 9 to 5 just for your extra miscellaneous money, whatever you want to do it, unless you just want to leave that. Your 9 to 5 take off. I mean, your business take off enough, then you get to leave. Then you get to just have that business. It'll pay your bills. It'll do whatever you want to and fund your extra lifestyle. You just have to go hard at it for a good amount of time. Consistency is the main thing, especially nobody sees you. Just keep going. The worst that can happen is literally you just stay at where you at. But if you just give up completely, you're never gonna improve. Me, like first video I didn't expect it to do that well. Like I just did like 1,000 views on it like last night or today. It was like somewhere around there. And then last video I just posted, that's like 900 views in 3 days. I'm like realistically, and then it's just gonna be a whole process. I started with like 20 subscribers, and those are all like people that I knew, and now I'm at like 104 or something like that. And those are people I don't know at all. So I mean, over time, it's going to eventually just keep going. I just have to be consistent with it. And same for Instagram, just be consistent with it, and then over time, it'll just take off.
Yeah, I feel like the beginnings are the slowest, obviously, which is okay. Do you know the guy on Instagram in the School of Hard Knocks? If you saw this guy, he has like 50 million followers. He goes around Miami basically interviewing rich people, etc. Right? And,
yeah, I know you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, bro, and like it keeps reminding me like so many people like make their first million at 32, etc. So it's like we got like a pretty head start if you think about it. Like the old generation will think that we are lucky. And we right now might think this about the 15-year-olds. But bro, they're only 3-4 years younger than us. Like realistically, bro, we're still early to this bitch. You know what I mean? Especially we have a lot more resources nowadays.
That's the main thing, especially why when I see older like 23-year-olds saying I'm still behind. You're not behind. You're really right where everyone else is. It's just you having that mindset is keeping you where you are. You're not trying to expand yourself. You seeing these 15, 16-year-olds, which, hey, congratulations to them. But don't worry about them because comparison is thief of joy. I mean, there's 19-year-olds, 20-year-olds driving McLaren, stuff like that. And I see that. I'm like congratulations. That's a way for me to go harder. I want a big old house. You got to see it as, let me not hate on the next man. Let me use that next person as a goal, something I want to hit and achieve. Like back when I played football when I was younger, if someone was faster than me, whenever we do sprint, something like that, I'd be chasing after them off the line just to try and get to where they are. And that's how I look at life now, especially like I was talking about earlier when he got his Hellcat at 19, I chased after that and eventually I got it. And now I'm gonna keep going to where the next thing I'm gonna get a house. I'll get another car eventually, some other stuff. So I mean, hey, it's all about perspective in life. You look at it as, hey, I'm not gonna make it. You're not gonna make it. But if you tell
Mhm.
yourself, I'm gonna make it and I'm gonna find a way, no matter how many long nights, early mornings it is, you gonna find a
Yeah.
way. It's gonna work out.
Did you ever play GTA when you were younger?
I have.
Yeah, I see it as, bro, it's like, when in fucking GTA you just finish all the main quests, you get the money at the end of the game, right? After GTA 5, I'm talking about. You get the fucking 25 mil or however much it is at the end of the game. How long are you playing the game after you've got all the fucking money you got? Like, maybe a day or two, bro, but it stops being funny. Buy everything. There's nothing much more to do,
You can do
you know?
exactly.
It's like you keep playing the story mode from the beginning more times than you play after you've done the hard part. Why? Because the hard part is the most fun, realistically.
Right. And especially you see yourself grow as a person. You persevere through all the hardships and everything. Once you get to the end, you're like, dang, it really wasn't that bad. And I've seen on TikTok, especially, he'd be like, yeah, I'm just bored now. He's like, I'm making 70K a month now, which it's amazing, especially when you say it out loud, 70,000 a month. But he's like, what do I do now? Like, I pay for my cars cash at this point. I bought my house. What do I go and do now? Like, because
Mm,
realistically, yeah, it's a lot of money. It's great to be making that much, but what do you do with that much every single month?
yeah.
And a lot of people don't know what to do with that, especially when they start making it.
Yeah, I think that Andrew Tate had the craziest experience in terms of money, right? Like, he made his
Right.
first million at 28, but he's 38 now, and now, like, literally, he basically has everything. Like, he has a fucking Koenigsegg, he has a fucking Bugatti, he has a Pagani Utopia, too, which is $7 million for a fucking car.
Exactly.
It's like, he has, I don't even know, 50, 60, 70 cars, bro. He has, bro, everything now. And it's like, what do you do at that point? Well, now he's not chasing money anymore. He's chasing influence. He's chasing
Exactly.
power, right? Because you have to chase something as a man. You have to work for something. Because, bro, he could just retire. He could have done that years ago, but he decided not to because there's no fun in that.
It's not, especially like I look at some people, I like, especially like I go to work and everything like that. I'd be like, why is there some 65-year-old dude? He could easily be retired, living easy. He's like, it's just boring to sit at
Yeah.
home. Like, I look at my grandfather. He's like 82 years old. He's like, yeah, I don't like just sitting in the house. He'll come outside. He'll walk, cut the grass, start doing random projects just because he's like, yeah, I'm bored. I got to do something.
Yeah. Yeah, bro. It's like that's what's the life, It's like many people see the hard parts or like the difficulties is the bad thing, but I see it as after it's done, then you feel the best. After you've done something that you fucking hated, but then you gain the results from it that are fucking enjoy. Right?
Exactly.
Yeah. So how long have you had a Hellcat for?
I've had it, what, little over 2 months now.
Yeah, bro. Do you at any point like just get used to it?
No, realistically, no, because I'm still like, even now, I'm still doing stuff to the car. I'm still finding new stuff out about the car. Cause
Mm,
like at first when I got it, I didn't even put it in sport mode. I cruised with it for a good little bit. Then after like a week or two, I finally put it in sport mode. A whole different ball game. I'm talking.
yeah.
And it's at the point now. I go in sport mode and to my other cars, and even in regular mode in the Hellcat, it almost feels slow, even though it's not. I'll pop it in sport. It's a
Yeah.
whole different ball game. And then don't even get me started on track mode, steering wheel. So it feels like an F1 car almost, but it's huge.
Yeah.
It's a
Crazy.
whole different thing. I
Is there
mean,
is there any way to start it in the morning without waking up your neighbors?
no, especially like right now, because I haven't driven in like 3 days. Um, I started now, it's gonna be extremely loud. I'm talking
Yeah.
in the garage, echoing.
Yeah. Is it?
So realistically, there's really no way to start it without waking my neighbors. Like I was at my friend's house, I cranked it up. He's like, it shook the whole house. So I mean, and
Oh man.
I haven't even done that much to like the exhaust. The only thing that's been done, which the previous owner did, was a muffler delete, and that was it.
Yeah. Is there any way to daily it? Like, how hard is it to drive it? Like, if you had to drive it for a month straight, like on a daily, how hard would it be?
It'd be hard because you be at the gas station almost every day. I
Ah.
say me on a full tank, I get about 230 miles, which I'm used to my other car. I'm getting like 400 miles full tank. Beautiful. But I
Yeah.
mean, you gonna be at the gas station either every day, depending how much you drive, or every other day, because you won't feel that. Like right now, no, I haven't driven in 3 days, but I'm at like half, almost a quarter tank, and I'm gonna have to go fill it up whenever I take it out.
Mm.
So I mean, you can daily it. You just gotta make sure you do your maintenance. But if you're gonna daily it, don't live far away from wherever you're going, like say your work or something like that. You better be living like 10, 15 minutes away from it. So I mean,
Man,
hey,
what car do you think will be next in the next few years? Like the next big like purchase in terms of cars.
next big purchase, me and my friends been talking about it because they're younger than me currently, and they were here like I was talking to them before I even bought my Hellcat. They was like, because at first they wanted to go European. One wanted a BMW, and one wanted to like he wanted a Japanese car, Lexus. And I was like, bro, BMWs are great. Like realistically, I'll probably get me a BMW when I'm like 23, 24, around that age. But I'm like, right now, I want my young, like, I'm not gonna say irresponsible car, but like, that type of car.
Yeah.
And I let them drive it, and they was like, I done changed my mind. I want a Hellcat now. So next
Hmm.
purchase that I say I'm gonna get, because we're gonna do like a trio. One of my friends, he wants a Hellcat Charger, which he's probably gonna get, and then the other one wants a Challenger. They were telling me to either get a Trackhawk, most likely.
Hmm.
Trackhawk will be the next thing, and then next car that I say like luxury, like supercar. I'm not gonna say supercar, but it's in a level of its own, which most people don't really agree with. I want the Aston Martin Vantage.
Ah, the Vantage. Huh.
Yeah,
Interesting.
I've seen because here I'm gonna say they're pretty rare. I've seen a few of them, and I don't know what it is. It's something about the back tail lights and the color combos that I've seen. It's just beautiful.
Hmm. Interesting, man. For me, it was always the Gallardo or the Huracan, the Lambos, right? It was like the
Right.
Gallardo you can get for the price of a Hellcat, really. You can get it for 50,
Yep.
60 grand, like a Gallardo with, like, let's say, less than 70,000 miles on it, which is pretty good. If you
Right.
get a V10 for like 50, 60 grand, like, that's good. That's fucking good. And then the Huracan is like, it's the newer Gallardo, a little bit enhanced in every way. But it's like, really, the Gallardo was always like, the Gallardo was my childhood dream, and then it kind of moved up to the Hellcat nowadays.
Right.
If I had the money, I would buy a Hellcat over a Gallardo, in my opinion. But the gas consumption would probably be very fucking similar.
Yeah, gas is that's really the biggest thing. I mean, now some people they made it seem like, oh yeah, I'm going to the gas station every 5 hours. You're just dogging your car. But me, it's not as bad as I thought it would. But I mean, hey, you still going to fill up all the time. So
Mm,
I mean, it's not bad,
yeah.
but it ain't as bad as people think.
I heard that the Hellcat or like the Ram TRX and all these supercharged V8 Hemis is like one of the very few cars where you see like the gas pump literally move whilst driving, feel like gas it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, wow. Say I floor it, I see it go down. Like, and I'm like, at that point, if I do like a pull, especially like under tunnels, I be doing it. I see it, but I'm like, dang, I just spent $5 right there every single. I'm like, hey, I knew what I was getting into, and when people go down here smiles per gallon, I love it. But hey, at that point, you got to go ahead and just, boom,
Yeah,
you got
yeah,
to go ahead and
man.
do it.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. What do you think is the best sounding car that's not American?
Best sounding car that's Jesus. Best sounding car that's not American. Hmm. I'm not gonna lie. I like BMWs with a downpipe in the tune. I don't know what it.
Nah,
They sound
Beamers,
great.
bro. Really?
Beamer. Oh, hold on. I'm gonna go Audi RS7.
RS7 sounds pretty good, bro. I'd say
Yeah,
that Beamers are just way too metallic. It's just like it's kind of gets annoying after a while. But my favorite is the G63. Like the G wagon sounds so fucking good, bro. With the pipes like on the sides, right? So in my
right.
opinion, like the G wagon is sounds amazing. Like Mercedes know how to do really
They
good
know how to
exhaust.
give you luxury, and especially with the little
Yeah.
pops, it sounds great.
Yeah, bro. Or like if you listen to a fucking C63, etc., or like a GTR, like
Yeah.
these AMGs, they sound fucking cool as
Yeah,
fuck, bro.
I'll give a real underrated one because it does not get enough love. Because when
Hmm.
I had got my Lexus, the Lexus LFA,
Oh, the LFA sounds amazing, bro. That's
exactly,
crazy. I
it
go on.
doesn't get enough love for what it is. And then also, I say another sleeper car is like the Acura NSX.
Yeah.
You
Here,
don't see a, you
yeah,
don't see a lot of those.
here we don't have Acuras, but we have a Honda NSX, which is the same thing basically. But yeah,
Mm,
they do sound very good, and for the price, it's also like very fucking good. It's like pretty much a almost a supercar, I'd say. Like it's like a
right.
Corvette C8. It's like I'd call it a supercar, pretty much, almost there.
Yeah. And one thing, especially now you mentioned C8, I don't understand the hate behind the C8. A lot of
Mm.
people be like, yeah, people put an exhaust on it, and now it sounds like an SVJ.
Now,
In my opinion, you just paid for a cheaper SVJ almost.
yeah, look, what I'll say about the C8 is it's an amazing car that was just way too overused. Like every core seller buys a C8, and now I don't really like the car because I've seen it so much. Like even here in Europe, you see a C8 more often than a Hellcat. Like I see a Hellcat maybe once a year, maybe. I see a C8 every 3 months, let's say every 2 months. I see a C8 sometimes in my city. I'm not even in the capital city. It's like, yeah, I'd say that the C8 is just like too common now. Like as soon as you make your first 100 grand, even less
It,
than that,
it,
like you buy a
it,
C8.
it is, especially in the older generation and in the younger core sellers, because one, it's to where you have your good month, you go ahead and get it because around that. I've seen some sell down here for like 65, 70 grand, not even 100
Mm,
mark. So it's to where one, you can get it and then do whatever you want with it. But don't get me wrong, it's a great car. It's just so many people have it. It's so saturated. Like literally, when I was on the way home earlier today, I seen like two of them just driving by.
yeah, man. But honestly, they're not bad cars in general. You know what I think is a car that sounds amazing that not a lot of people talk about is the 2010 to 2015 Viper. I'd say like the new generation Vipers. Oh my
Yeah.
goodness.
I say the main thing, the Viper, it does get a lot of love, but the only thing with that car, it's almost like a moving death trap.
Yeah.
Because I say it's worse than the Hellcat when it comes to handling, like traction. It's been, and there's a reason like most owners that have them now, they don't drive them. They just let them sit in
mm,
the garage to show cars. They'll put them in a trailer and then take it to wherever they
mm,
want to go.
yeah.
Because realistically, it's almost unsafe when you drive it.
Yeah, like a V10 in a Huracan and a V10 in a Viper, fucking, it's a completely different world, bro. In my opinion, it's like a V10 is not a V10. Like an American fucking Viper, it's like a death trap, as you kind of say, man. But honestly,
Exactly.
if it's like a 40-year-old dude that's already owned 3 Corvettes in the past and now he has like so much driving experience, I'd say, bro, go for it. It's like I wouldn't trust myself to even drive that car for like 50 miles, to be honest. I
I
feel like
wouldn't
a
either.
Viper would be too much for me. Okay? Like maybe the new generation ones with the ABS, with the everything, right? Maybe. But like the 90s Vipers, fuck no, bro. No
Literally,
airbags, no ABS, and no stability control, nothing.
it's literally a moving death trap because like no airbags, nothing like that. I'm like, okay, you want me to get hurt, and then you add on top of that all that speed and power,
Yeah.
and into a car that's basically smaller, like a smaller frame than a Corvette, basically.
Yeah.
No,
Man, there are like there are like a few cars that really like don't make sense, but they are just cool. And I'm glad they exist, but I wouldn't want them. You know what I mean? Like there are so
I
many
say there's a lot of cars. You see, because you're gonna get me on that topic to where there is a lot of cars I love to see them, but it's not something that I
mm,
would like to drive or see in my garage. simply for the fact that I wouldn't be able to enjoy myself every time I leave the house. Like in the Hellcat, the only thing I have to worry about realistically, which I have my safety precautions, getting stolen. But it's
Yeah.
to where I can control the car, especially even at a higher speed, I can control the car.
Yeah.
I get myself into a Viper or something like that. I'm one little rock in the road.
Yeah.
I'm gone.
Yeah,
Realistically,
I
I'm living
want
my
to
life.
ask you, like, since you've been owning the car for not too long, I want to ask you, was there like someone like trying to, like take your car, some let out, looking at it in the parking lot, etc., like suspiciously, or someone like, etc., stuff like that?
I've yet to have any altercations like someone where my window's been smashed or anything like that. Now, no, I'm very cautious of my surroundings. Like every time I go somewhere, especially downtown, something like that, because that's where they get stolen a lot. I mean, I put my steering wheel lock on, I have a kill switch, all that type of stuff. To
Yeah,
where
yeah, I saw it.
and like the little neutral plate coverage where they can't just put my car in neutral and roll it. I have all of those little precautions to where even if a thief steals it, tries to steal it, they're not gonna be able to go anywhere with it. They'll just smash my window. And I mean, hey, yeah, that
Yeah.
hurts, but
Yeah,
I'd
a,
rather,
a
I'd
lot
rather
of people
that be gone.
will spend tens of thousands of dollars on a really good car, but they won't spend a few $100 on stuff like this. You know what I
They
mean?
won't. And I've noticed a lot of people when they use they exhaust a lot of their money getting this car. When I got this car, I had already a set budget for certain things that I wanted. Like
Mhm.
I had a certain budget for my wrap. I already knew I was gonna get all of my safety devices and everything like that. So I was like, let me go ahead and get everything like that. There's only one safety device that I do need, and that's for my wheels, is so I can lock them. That's it.
Mhm.
Other than that, I have pretty much everything. I might get another kill switch because the one that I have is a standard one, but there's another one that's like you can kill all the electronics in the car too.
Mhm.
I might get down, but that's like $400. So I mean,
Mhm.
as of right now, I'm pretty much good when it comes to needing anything.
Yeah. What are like mods that you still want? Is there like anything like more you can do to that car that wouldn't just like be overkill?
There actually is. I actually just ordered a rear diffuser for the car because
Ah.
I had nothing. I'm like, I don't have a rear diffuser, and I've been seeing them. I'm like, I gotta get me one. So I had actually just ordered one, and the next thing I'm gonna order is most likely I'm gonna get 5-inch tips because I heard it makes the
Mm.
car sound better and it looks more aggressive. So that's most likely what I'm gonna do. In my
Mm.
car, I'm gonna fix like little spots in my wrap because there's a few of them, and
Yeah.
every time I walk up to my car, I see it. Some people they don't even notice them, but it's my car. I notice almost every single thing on that car. So I see, I'm like, okay, now I gotta go get this fixed. I gotta get this done. So I mean,
uh,
but that'll probably be my next few main mods because I've done almost everything I can to it. I mean, I got a new
yeah.
steering wheel. Like right now, I have a white LED wheel. The car's wrapped. I have decal on the side, the lights on the inside, and everything like that. And I also have like the LED headlights. So I mean, I really have everything I could possibly want.
Yeah. I saw some like really ugly like mods on Hellcats, like putting putting like a big wing on it, like a big like spoiler, like a wing. That doesn't look good, bro. In my opinion, I'm
It
not.
doesn't. There's a few things that I'll let slide, like wicker bills. Those can slide. Now, some wicker bills they have where they're too big, and I'm like, okay, you're doing a bit too much. But it's some other things where I'm like, okay, I understand what you're doing here. It may not be completely finished or you didn't think, but I understand what you're doing. Some people they'll get a front lip and then they'll get like the little rods to connect them. I really don't like that necessarily.
Mm,
And then another thing, I don't like the hood pins. The only reason
why not?
the only especially say the Hellcat your thing is like 700, like it's stock or something like that, or Hellcat has like a little extra horsepower than what it normally does. I don't really see the reason for the hood pins. Say if you're pushing
Mm.
900, 1,000, I understand it then because your hood can fly up. But other than that,
I
I really
mean,
don't. I don't like
it
the hood pins.
yeah, it makes sense on a car like the Demon 170. You know what I mean?
Exactly. But I really don't. I really don't like the hood pins and all because I mean, when I see a Hellcat, I think it looks mean already as it is. Like,
Yeah.
but then I look back and I see two little hood pins just gonna throw it off to me, mainly because the wires. I say if the hood pins were like mechanical to where you can just push it down and it would lock in place, I probably like it a little better. But the wires just throws it off for
Mm.
me.
You know what I actually don't like is when someone like debadges a Hellcat and puts like a dinosaur like type of or like some other animal like a gorilla etc. instead of the Hellcat logo, right? Like someone
Yeah.
debadges and tries to make it their own, and they put some
So
other stuff on it.
I've seen some like especially with the GTs, the RTs, they'll take the little 345 badge off. They'll put a gorilla. Like I've seen that,
Yeah.
and me necessarily, I mean, no, it is their car, but I mean, I don't really understand why. I've seen RT badges that like the LED one in the front grill. Those look good, and then there's been side ones too. I'm like, those look great. Why not just get that instead of putting a gorilla?
Yeah.
And then they'll only have the gorilla leg. They won't have anything else. I'm like, okay, it's kind of throwing me off. Then side decals, it's been a few, like it's been a couple. I like how they are. Like next decal that I'm gonna do, because I might take that black one off, but I'm gonna do the same like color pattern type of thing, but it'll be a different look of the Hellcat. Because I mean, I've seen one, especially because there's a YouTuber, Quan down here. Me and him go to the same spot. The way they did his, it was like he had his Trackhawk and his Hellcat like kind of the same. With the Trackhawk, it had like kind of like horns in a way, almost. It was a horn, but like the ears of the hawk, and you could tell it looked real good. And then the Hellcat, it was like the ears, but they were like pointed up more in a way.
Yeah.
I feel like it's little stuff like that. It can give you, even though a lot of Hellcats they look the same, it's little stuff like that can give you some diversity.
Yeah. You know, really started liking like even the sleeper cars, like obviously the Durango Hellcat, but without the stripes, just in the regular color, etc. On the road, it doesn't look like anything crazy. But it's like, if you notice a little Hellcat badge. Or what I saw was a Dodge Demon, but it was black, and the badge was black. So only from close up you could see the Demon badge. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And then some people, they'll have like a little, say for example, where the eyeball is, it'll be black on black, but where the eyeball, it'll be like yellow or something.
Yeah.
As like the accent color, just to where you can barely see it. I like little stuff like that because you never notice it. And then next thing you know, because there's some people down here, they'll start revving their engine, and then next thing you know, you take off on them, like, damn, what the hell he got?
Yeah. I saw a video of a Demon beating a Aventador SV, and I'm still thinking, like, would it be an SVJ, That's something to think about. Like, a car that costs 8 times less, it's, like, crazy.
Honestly, I mean, don't get me wrong. I feel like for the Demon, they should have did a little bit more, just simply for the fact that inside it looks like every other Dodge and everything like that. It looks, all of them look the same. But everyone knows when you're buying a Dodge, you're buying it for the engine.
Yeah.
9 times out of 10. You're buying it.
I would have honestly done something with a Demon's interior, bro. Honestly, I would have making its
I would have to. It should have its own, like, especially with the 23 jailbreaks and everything, you customize the interior.
Yeah.
Like, especially like right now, before I had bought my Hellcat, it was a jailbreak I had saw. I wanted it so bad, but it had sold right before I got to it. It had the white interior. Nobody has the white interior. And ever since then, I've been looking for just online anywhere the white and black interior, and I can't find it anywhere.
Yeah. Are you gonna do something to the interior?
I've thought about it, and right now, no. I mean, I probably will if I can't find those seats. We'll change that interior. But as of right now, I mean, I've really done everything like stars, the ambient lighting, like the wheel, everything like that. So there's not anything much more to do. I don't really want to say rice my car out, but I don't want to add a whole bunch of carbon fiber to it because I like the simplicity of it in a sense. But
I heard those seats for some reason are just super comfortable, bro. Like when I sat in a Skatback, and it has pretty much like the same seats as in the Hellcat, if I'm not mistaken. It's like a fucking couch, bro.
It is, and then because I said the only thing different between the Scat and the Scat Pack is suede, and the Hellcat, depending on which one you get, it can either be suede or leather. I have the leather ones, but I mean, that suede, it's a soft cushion, it's like a bucket seat too. I'm like, it's hugging my side. I can feel like a race car, but then I still have the comfort like I'm sitting on the couch at home.
Yeah, it's crazy. What do you think about the Demon, bro? Like, would you ever want to drive it?
If I drive it, I got to be on a track and like a straight line, really, because I wouldn't trust myself to on a normal road, anything like that.
Also, for me personally, I don't like the Demon 170 as they put the they put the wide body on the back, but the skinny body on the front. I don't like that.
Realistically, I don't either, but it gives its own, I guess, uniqueness to it in a sense. But the full around wide body, it just looks so good to where why even do that when you could do the full wide body?
Yeah. Why did you choose the Charger, not the Challenger? Were you even thinking about the Challenger at any point?
Realistically, I didn't think about a Challenger. I mean, don't get me wrong, they look great, but and it's another reason like I didn't go with a Camaro or anything. The one, that blind spot is crucial. And then on top of that, like it is really no back seat room at all as well.
Yeah.
And then don't get me wrong, they look mean and aggressive, but they're so long, I couldn't get behind it. The Charger, the only real issue which I've gotten used to is the hood, because it's like it's a lump up in a set. But once you get used to that, whole thing, I mean, it's wide, but it's where you can drive and you feel fine about it.
Yeah, and especially in the US, bro, because I would want to drive it here in the Europe, but it would be so hard on these narrow roads, and especially in a country like the UK, like England, where it's game over there. Like that's why people freak out when they see a Hellcat in England. It's even more rare than here in Central Europe, in the middle of Europe. Right? In England, it's like if you search into YouTube Hellcat in London or something like that, like people just like look at it. Everyone, it's like a magnet. It's like an SVJ in the US, let's say. You know what I mean? Because nobody wants to drive it. In the narrow roads, etc. It's like crazy.
Yeah, and then they're not great on narrow roads at all either.
Yeah, and especially in the country where they drive on the wrong side of the road. You know what I mean?
Literally, I mean, for me, I see y'all like down here. We drive right side of the road. Some places I'd be like left side. It wouldn't even feel right, because for you guys, what side is the steering wheel on? Is it on the right or the left side?
In Czech Republic, it's on the right side. I think it's only England and Australia and Japan, I think.
Yeah, like here it's on the left. I've gotten so I don't think I would even be feeling normal. Like I'd make a turn, I'd be like, dang, did I even turn right?
Yeah. And bro, especially when you drive a manual, whether on the right side. Oh my god, that would have been horrible.
Literally, when I drive with my left hand, and I'm like, dang, now I got to drive with my right. I'm like, it'd be like a whole new learning process of driving.
You know what really seemed cool to me when they made those manual Hellcats like very limited. I thought that was really cool.
It's cool, and then honestly, a lot of people are buying them because a lot of people don't know how to drive manual, so it's hard to steal it. So that's one thing I do like about it. But I mean, I can drive manual. It's just with that much power, I just rather a car do it for me, or I just do it with my paddles.
Yeah. I like manual too. Like I'm just getting my driver's license, but I've been driving, bro. Even like I'm gonna self snitch. I've been driving like even since I was like 15, like a lot with my dad, etc. But it's like, bro, I started liking manual so much. It's like I would drive an automatic. Don't get me wrong, but I would always want to have one manual car, like for the weekends, so to have fun with, like doing the shifts, burn the clutch, etc. It's so much fun for me.
Hey, honestly, I agree with you, because if I have a manual car, I want it to be my drift car or something like that, realistically, because that's something I can do the most with and really test the gears.
Let's not lie here, bro. Drifting a Hellcat ain't that hard, in my opinion. Like it's like
it's not. But once again, it's a Hellcat. That's typical standard. That known for being burnouts, takeovers, everything like that.
Yeah. Here, like, the BMW is considered, like, the drifting car, like, for the most part.
Makes sense.
Yeah. Man, I wanted to ask you, how did you get into real estate? You mentioned in the last video, just briefly, and just wanted to ask you that.
So, I actually got into real estate via my mom, actually, because she's run her own, like, I'm not going to say real estate company, but she has multiple properties and stuff that she rents out. Like, down here, she has one. We have the house that we live in because I'm still in school, and then she has two in Charlotte, North Carolina, like 3 in Alabama, and she rents them all out to like tenants, and that's money every single month. No, when she bought them, they weren't in the most perfect shape. She went, we fixed them up, everything like that. So it's kind of like flipping the house, but instead of us selling the house later down the line, all we do is we just rent it out to tenants.
Mm.
So we fix them up, we sell them. I mean, not sell them, because how she looks, she's like, you can never have too much property. Property is one thing you can never have too much of, especially if it's
Yeah.
paying for yourself. Like, and then she has another house in like Virginia, and like most of these houses are already paid off. The only house that we're still paying on is the one that we live in. So realistically, it's like, what's the point? And then she said once she pays this house off, she's gonna move. Like whenever she's starting to get ready to retire, move, find her a nice little house on the ocean, pay that off, and then after a while, hey, give everything to me, like my family and everything like that.
Yeah. Man, who do you have someone that you used to look up to, like when you were like let's say broke or etc. Like who did you look up to? Was it like someone online sometimes?
I say it was two people. I had one, like my dad, he was the main one that I looked up
Uh-huh.
to. But then I say it was a guy, he ran a clothing brand. His name was Caprice.
Mm.
I have looked at him because I'm like, dude, you're 17 years old, you about a track hawk. That's damn unheard of. Because I'm like, Jesus. And I really looked up to him. Like I watched his YouTube, watched majority of his stuff. I'm like, wow, like that's something like motivation wise. I'm like, okay, something I wanted to do. And then before like he really got famous and everything, I would be able to. I DM'd him, and he like every now and then he'd respond and like answer the question or something like that. But now it's to the point where he's gotten so big to where he doesn't really do that at all.
Hmm. What's like your long term vision, like your long term plan for the future?
My long term plan, I mean, with YouTube and everything, I just want to push out content. I mean, I want to help other people, like help themselves in a way. Because, like I said earlier, a lot of people withhold information, or they'll try and charge you in
Yeah.
this certain amount of money for it. Me, that's not really what I'm here for. I want to push stuff out, help other people, especially with questions. Like people, they come to my DMs all the time, and I've stressed this on my YouTube videos. I'll be like, hey, just ask a question. If you leave it in the comments, I'll reply to it, or if you DM me, I'll get to it. It may take me maybe a day or something to see it, but I'm gonna get to it, and I'm gonna try and give you the most efficient answer that I can, in a sense.
Yeah. That's honestly amazing, bro. What do you think if you could talk to your 25-year-old self, what do you think he would tell you? What do you think he would talk about?
Honestly, he probably asked me about certain things, because even now, I'm not gonna say I'm lazy, but it's certain things that he'd be like, if you had locked in with sooner, we'd be further down the line. Like so, like you said, 25-year-old self, we would probably be there by 25 instead of being at that point by the time I'm 30.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, man. You know what I find like really weird is a lot of people like our age, they don't have a goal. Like you ask them like, what's like your goal? And they don't have an instant answer. They're like testing, well, I like to finish school, then maybe get a job, and then maybe, buy a house by 31, They're like so unsure of what they want to do. And I just
Right.
look at it like, you should have an instant answer. As a young man, bro, honestly, man, what do you. I struggle to relate to those people.
I do too, and because honestly, I have an instant goal right now. Like
Yeah.
right now, my Hellcat. That was my 19-year-old goal that I wanted. And my next goal, I want to pay my car off, and then I also want to get a house. I want to get a house by the time the latest that I wanted, 23 years old, 24.
Yeah.
But I really want it by the time I'm like 21, 22, because I know it's obtainable and I know I can get to it. But if not, I'm
Yeah.
fine with, of course, like Lord has a plan for everything. Waiting a little
Yeah.
while, stack some more money up, like when it was with the Hellcat, it was a couple that I wanted every time that I seen it. Every time I wanted to go get it, it sold. And then I ended up finding the perfect one. I was like, and it was closer to me on top of that, because the jailbreak that I had spoke about earlier, it was in Georgia, but it was 3 hours from me.
Yeah.
Beautiful car, because when I was coming back from out of town, I stopped by, looked at it. It was bone stock. The only thing I didn't like, it didn't have a sunroof. But with the white seats, I was like, I live with that, especially for the price that they were selling it for. But then it came down to it. It had sold like a week before I was going to buy the car. And then eventually I found this Hellcat. I'm like, this is even better than what I wanted. Lower miles, better all around. I was like, this is what I really wanted. So I'm like, hey, even if one door closes, another one's going to open up. So, I mean, patience is the key.
Yeah. A lot of people are in that stage where they're building, but they don't see results. And that's the hardest part to be, how should I say it? Patient in, to be honest. But I just found looking at my past self, and I'm just so grateful for not quitting. So like, I dropped out of high school when I was 16, but I wouldn't have been able to do that if I had quit like when I was like 15, etc. Right? I did so many freelance stuff. I did video editing. I did thumbnails for a while. I did a lot of different shit, you know. But it's like I'm glad that I stick to a couple of few things that allow me to leave and then allow me to like start building. But it's like those times when you're so uncertain. Those are the most important times for me. You know, did you have like a period of your life like that?
I had a period in my life, especially, I say it was recent actually, my freshman year of college. I had lived on campus. No, when I went to college, I was really unsure what I wanted to do, why I was even here, what was the purpose of it. Basically, I was like, there's so many other people making money online. I'm like, this is the online era now. Why even do this? But then I came to the fact, I was like, okay, I have free schooling. Why not go ahead and do it? I can still do whatever I want to do, work. Like, especially right now, I'm still in school, but I have what I wanted at the time, my car, and then I'm still working towards my degree. So it's been plenty of times I was like, dang, I wanted to drop out. Like, I was really close to dropping out of college, but I was like, hey, let's just thug it out for a little bit longer, see how it goes. If I get what I want out of it, I do. If I don't, it'll be okay. And I stayed with it, and I still ended up getting what I wanted, so I was happy with it.
Yeah. Well, you said free school, and that just surprised me because, like, that just reminded me that in the U.S. you pay for school. Like here, college is free too, but it's like you have like scholarships that cost tens of thousands of dollars in the U.S.
Yeah. So it depends. So depending on how you do in high school, you can earn up to grant money, which is scholarship stuff like that, where it'll cover your years of school. Say, for example, your parents have the money. If you don't have that, your parents have the money. So, you know, for them, it's free school. And then for some people, they say they got to take out loans, which I hate in a sense because college is way too expensive. They're charging some people upwards 80, 100 grand a year just to go to a certain school, which
that's absolutely crazy. Like here, the people complain if they have to pay like let's say 1,500 a year. You know, like $1,000 a year. To them, like that's like it's a scam. You know what I mean?
Yeah, people down here were over like a friend of mine. She went to a school in DC. She was paying like 40 grand a semester.
Jesus Christ!
Exactly. She was like, "Yeah, I stayed my one semester." But no, she stayed for she stayed a year, and then she left. She was like, "Yeah, I left. I wasn't doing that."
That's like 3-4 grand a month, bro. What?
Literally, I was like,
shit, bro.
I'm like,
if you do all 4 semesters like that, at the end of it, if you could have just gone to Hellcats instead, honestly.
Literally, you could have invested in real estate property, something that would bring you money.
Probably,
like straight up off the rip.
Yeah, honestly, those 4 years for a lot of people are spending like those 200 grand rather on a fucking house and working to pay it off than school.
And the way I see it, school, especially here, it's a scam. I only say you should go to school if one, you want to be a lawyer or a doctor or something like that. You don't need to go to school if you want to be a teacher. You don't have to go to school if you want to learn how to run a business. Now, say for example, you want to try and make connections with like business, then maybe come to school, but you don't have to come for a full 4 years.
You know what I'd say, bro? At that point, just save up some money, go to a trip to Miami for like a week, bro, and just go to every expensive restaurant. Go to the parking lot and just go bother a few people.
Like 40 years is outside, and you could just ask them a whole bunch of questions, realistically.
Yeah, just go harass a couple of millionaires. You know what I mean, bro?
Literally.
Like you'll learn so much more and network so much more rather than like going to a year of school to meeting some maybe rich kids. Like you know what I mean. Like that doesn't seem like the best way to do it in my opinion. Yeah.
It's not. That's why I really said you only need school. Say you want to be a doctor or a lawyer, something like that.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I don't really see why you need it.
Especially like some of the big American cities like LA and Miami. Miami really looks like a city that I really like, you know. But LA seems cool too, just a little too degenerate for me. But I think that Miami is fucking
L-
amazing.
LA is only cool to an extent because literally, right, you leave the
Hmm.
city, it's nothing but desert. Literally, it's literally, it's like you come from a plane, you see LA, it's a big old block, and then you see nothing but desert.
Hmm. Interesting. Yeah. Honestly, I haven't been to the U.S. yet, but if I would, bro, I'd go to Tampa or Miami or no, like those two like cities in Florida, somewhere in Florida, I think.
I say, me, I'm a laid back guy. Florida would be a great place to live, like, but I don't see myself virtually like actually living here. I don't see myself settling
Hmm.
down and going to Florida. Me, I'm a laid back person. Like, no, don't get me wrong, I'm in Atlanta, so
Yeah.
but I mean, I don't even like the Atlanta scene like that much. I really want to go back to my hometown, which is North Carolina, because I
Hmm.
see it. It's like baby Atlanta. It has all the stuff Atlanta has, designer stores like luxury malls, stuff like that.
Hmm.
But it's smaller. To where one, I'm not
Yeah.
dealing with traffic. Like I went up there. That was really my first road trip with the Hellcat. I really got to enjoy my car because it was like open roads. I
Yeah.
could floor it however I wanted to. Not even cops like that. The cops out there, they're chill. They don't really mind much, and it's
Hmm.
not that much stuff out there. And then I say car wise, yeah, not as many people like Hellcat stuff like that. Like it might be a few scat packs, something like that. But I mean,
Yeah.
car meets and stuff, you be seeing Lamborghinis and everything like that. You don't come up and see a Hellcat like that or anything.
Yeah. You know, most Europeans when they say America, they think like it's all the same. But anyway, as I have more and more friends from the US, I sort of realize how different states are. It's like different countries in Europe. Like it's completely different in my opinion. Like New York, and I can imagine that New York and Texas are nothing like the same.
Nowhere close. Cause I mean,
Yo, hold on. You're lagging a bit. It's still lagging. Yo, I still want to get just a round of rapid fire questions before we wrap up. Could you just rejoin the call?
yeah, I'm leaving that joint right back.
It's so much better now. Thank
All right.
God. I was like, I'm gonna just pin you and all right. So I want to get some rapid fire questions before I wrap up. Let's go. You ready?
Okay. Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay. Trackhawk or Hellcat Rango? I kind of think I know your answer.
Track Hawk, no doubt. Track Hawk.
More fun in my opinion, you know.
Yes.
What's the best and worst advice you've been given?
Worst advice, I say best advice is don't worry about the next man around you. I say that's my best advice because if you always worrying about someone else or what they're doing, you're never going to be able to focus on yourself. Worst advice. I mean, I really haven't received any true advice. I could say something that I've already like have been told before, which is just to be consistent and persistent at it. Like just keep going. I'll say that'll be my main thing.
Yeah. I agree with that. Do you have any favorite quote, whether from the Bible, whether from someone you respect, or whether one of your own maybe?
I say from my dad because my dad he passed away a couple years ago. Time heals all wounds. And some people I actually have that tattooed on my arm, which some people it'll be like, yeah, that's a generic tat. But I mean, to me, it has a meaning. It means something to me because it's been many times in my life where I've been hurt, betrayed, something like that. But over time, it faded away, and I didn't even think about it. So that would be, I say, what I really be the main thing. My quote wise would be "Time heals all wounds."
Yeah, and especially it's gradual. Like, I feel like I really agree with that one because, uh, for me, with my first like long term relationship was a year and a half, right? And I was a fucking still like a fucking retard at like 16, 17, right? But it was like it hurt, bro. And you know, it's like it started like the first few weeks. I was trying to focus on the work, etc. But I was still thinking about it in the back of my mind. Everything was reminding me of her, etc. But then I saw it like just 2 3 months afterwards. I was thinking less and less of it, especially I threw all her stuff out, right, etc. So I had less things reminding of me of it. Before I knew it, I found a new girl, and things moved on, right? I haven't had a big family death, so I can't relate to that. But I feel like it sounds like the type of advice that you don't want to hear, but like a lot of people just say, "Oh man, fuck you, bro. Come on, you don't know what you're talking about." But really, the cliches are cliches for a reason. Yeah. So, what would you say was the proudest moment in your life?
Proudest moment, I say, which most people they'll look at it as a it's normal, was graduating high school. Because
Mm.
I'm not gonna say I was the smartest kid in school, but when I walked across the stage, I was like, "Wow, I've actually finally did it." And because it was a long 4 years, I was like, "Damn, I hate this." I like hate school, fuck. But I was But then I finally had got through. I'm like, I'm proud of myself. Like I was prouder than myself then when I had got the Hellcat. Realistically,
Mm. Yeah. How would you describe yourself in 2 words?
2 words. I say persistent, and then this in itself is 2 words, but I'm gonna put it as one God fearing. Like I'm gonna put
Mm.
those two together. So really 3 words, but you get what I'm saying.
Yeah, you know what I started seeing, bro? A lot of like Christians trying to downplay like importance of God in their life, or say like trying to hide that they're Christian because nowadays it's not cool anymore, or like people are like, I don't know, like make fun of Christianity. I find it like, bro, how can you be afraid to say you're a Christian? And if you, how can you call yourself a Christian if you're afraid to like say that I'm a follower of Christ? You know, like a lot of people like try to downplay it or try to hide it, you know, etc.
And,
It's like if
and that's
someone asks you about it,
that's one thing that I don't understand. With some people, they'll put on the front for social media like I love the Lord, stuff like that,
yeah,
which to me, not really. That's not what the Lord is for. Because you shouldn't have to go online saying, "Oh yeah, I love God," this, that, and the third. People make clothes trying to profit off of him, but like you're just using him as a marketing strategy.
mm,
The way I see it, the best thing, even with churches now, back then they weren't as bad, but now it's to where I don't even go to church anymore, mainly because
yeah,
every time I go, they're not even they're demanding money, or we're not even talking about the
yeah,
Lord anymore. We're talking about politics. It's to the point, okay, I don't even want to go anymore. I'd rather just sit down.
mm,
I'd read my Bible myself and learn it that way at that point, and then just pray and talk to the Lord
mm,
myself. All this extra stuff you really don't have to do because it's almost like an attention grab almost. Like why are you trying
yeah,
to do this?
yeah. I agree with them. What do you think if you could talk to your 16-year-old self? What do you think he would think about your Hellcat? You know, like if you told him that, would he believe you? And also, what would you want to talk to him about?
If if I one what the hell, I don't even think he would believe it's me because when I was 16, I mean, I I was going through a time in my life. I was like, dang, I hate school, hate going to like because I was working
uh,
at a grocery store at the time. Hated it because I mean I only worked like 2 days out of
yeah.
the week, but it was a weekend. It was like Saturday, Sunday from 6 p.m. to 12 a.m. I hated it, and I was like, fuck this job. And I eventually I was like, screw it, I quit. But then if he see me now, he's like, dang, bro, you really moving like this now? Like I say he'd be ecstatic because he's like, dang, this is what's in the future for me.
Mm,
And then what I would personally tell him, I'll be like, don't worry about the certain situations that you have going on right now in life. Like, I'm not gonna say don't worry about school, but like you're gonna make it through it in a sense. You're gonna
mm.
don't worry about that girlfriend you with right now, because realistically, and I tell people this now, like the girl that you're talking to now, y'all are in high school. No, don't get me wrong. There's some relationships they make it through college, stuff like that. But I'm
Yeah.
like, you gotta really ask yourself, do you see yourself marrying this girl, and do you see yourself like getting through college with her and stuff like that? And like, because no, especially if y'all going to a different school, like I don't know if you know, like down there, like what an HBCU is. A lot of people down here they know what that is. Like if your girl's going to that, don't date her because 9 times out of 10 she's gonna cheat
Mm.
on you. which sad reality, but it's true.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's what I would tell my younger self. Don't worry about present situations. Just worry about what you're gonna do later down the line.
Yeah. You know, a lot of guys just tolerate a bunch of bullshit, and I feel like, bro, if you know that you got a good relationship when your girl actually like helps you or like makes your time more productive, in my opinion. Like, so many girls want so much to take but not to give. When you get a girl that gives a lot more, bro, you just feels you're just like kind of like relaxed. You know what I
It
mean
is.
in a sense.
On top of that, those type of girls are the ones you want to do more for. Like I've been in a relationship where
Yeah.
she didn't. Only thing she called me for was, "Got can you feed me something like that?" And now I was in that time, so I was like, "Okay, whatever." But then, like the current relationship I'm in now, she doesn't call me asking for food. Like when we go out, I'll pay. Like I'm gonna pay for the food, stuff like that. But she won't call me asking, "Hey, can you DoorDash me some food?" or "Hey, can you pay for my hair?" She doesn't come and do that. What she
Yeah.
does, she'll be like, "Hey," because she knew what type of car I wanted. She was like, "I'm supportive of it." She's like, "Just know what type of car it is. Be safe with it. You don't need to be trying to come and die on me and shit like that." Now I was like, I understand. So I mean, she's supportive of me, one especially with YouTube and everything like that. She'll
Yeah.
whatever I post something, she'll repost it or whatever it is. She'll be like the first person to watch it. So
Yeah,
realistically,
bro. That's like that is the type of girl you want. You're on the fan girl. That's like the best girl for
exactly,
me. Yeah.
exactly. So I look at her I'm like, I'm grateful to have her, especially because me and her we went to school together, but we didn't talk at the time at all. And then
Mm.
we had just came started talking to each other. We like, this is what I want. You're perfect. So I mean, hey,
Yeah. You know, I feel like the hottest thing a girl can say is, "Are you hungry?" Like, you know, if she asks you if you're hungry, bro. I think that's the hottest thing she could say, bro.
I kid you not. And the thing is, she loves to feed me. I'm talking like it had
Yeah.
got so bad. Like, because before me and her, I was on a plan. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna lose some more weight and everything like that. I'm going to the gym and everything like that. Next thing you know, she come around. I'm still going to the gym, but she's feeding me so good. I'm like, damn, I got to cut her off almost. I'm like, I got to cut the food supply off. I'm like,
Yeah.
come on now.
Bro,
But I mean,
I had a girl that was an ex of mine that she was at the time doing the thumbnails for my videos, and like they were pretty shit, not gonna lie. But I knew that she was trying, and that was like the best thing about it. She was not skilled, but she was trying to help me, you
at
know?
least
But that
giving
was
the
awesome.
effort towards it.
Yeah, bro, that was like that was so cool, bro. Honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. What is the tattoo on your hand, bro? I always was been wondering.
So this one that I have on like the inner side, like right here, this one is the time heals all wounds. That's basically what that one is from
Yeah.
my dad. This side is basically where I'm from, like the Georgia area code, like
Yeah.
404. That's all that is with like roses and then crosses like up through it. And then right here, I have like rosaries. It's a cross up here. I don't know if you can really see it. And it
Yeah.
comes on to like an eyeball and everything like that. On the inside, that's my father's death date when he had passed away. And then
Mhm.
right here, I have Proverbs 2:17 on the inside of my arm because that's a quote from like, well, that's the Bible verse that my grandma lives by.
Hmm. Yeah, bro. I really like those, bro. You should maybe mention it in the video, bro. I feel like a lot of people don't know that side of you.
They don't. I mean, really, I haven't really gone in depth of, especially like my dad and stuff like that. I don't. I'm not gonna say I don't want. I don't talk about it, but especially like right now, I haven't really had the reason
Mhm.
to talk about it.
Yeah.
But people that know me, they know like my whole dad situation and everything, and I'm not really ashamed to talk about it because one, he was a great dude. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, he had his past when he was younger, did some irresponsible things, but I mean, for him to be my dad, I wouldn't really replace it any other way because
Yeah.
he put that hustler's mentality into me, made me want certain things, and I knew I had to work for him. So I mean, why not?
Yeah. Bro, imagine if you told your dad, bro, I got a Hellcat. You know, like how crazy would that be?
Me and my mom talk about this all the time because she was like,
Ah.
y'all probably would not be in the house at all. Because me, I go do content. I'm hardly in the house as it is. I go do my content. She was like, you and your dad would not be in the house. Y'all be washing y'all car together. Y'all be doing whatever, like riding around. Because he had his Corvette. I'd have my he probably would have got something else by now. But even then, he'd have
Mm.
his Corvette. We'd be Cause he raised people up. We'd probably be racing
Yeah.
each other, stuff like that, doing fun stuff. So I mean, hey,
Bro, what type of dad do you want to be for a kid, man?
type of dad. I mean, because I've talked to my girlfriend about this and everything as well. So for my son, I want to be to where he's disciplined. He understands the values of life to be a man. Because some dudes they don't understand that. But
Yeah.
I also want to be the type of dad my dad was, which hey, have some fun type of stuff. Like me and him, we would wrestle on the
Yeah.
ground, stuff like that. Show me like fast cars, stuff like that. Something to where make me want to. I see a value in life. It's not just how some people have it, where it's boring. You just go to work every day, you come back home, and then go to sleep.
Nah.
That's not what life is truly about. You want to have that freedom to where you can do certain things.
Yeah. I feel like
Then
the funnest parts of my life when I was just with the boys outside fucking around. Just hey, somebody bring a pair of boxing gloves, so we just sparred in the park. Somebody called the cops on us. We were fucking 16 minors, and we didn't have our IDs on us. So and I remember that day when they called our parents, and we got our asses beat. But it's like it's a day I remember that was the most fun ever. You know what I mean?
because it's a core memory, especially like I remember when I
Yeah.
was younger. This was during COVID time, really. In the neighborhood, we had a group chat. No, none of us talk in that group chat now. Anything. We all went to this one guy's house, like in the neighborhood. He had the pool, basketball goal, everything. I'm talking about. We go to his house. People ride their bikes. I ride my dirt bike up there. Everything. We be at his house for hours on end. Then when the day ended, we disperse, go back to our house. We text a group chat. So same thing tomorrow, and we just do it all the time. It'd be something new.
Yeah, bro. Honestly, I feel like as a man, bro, you should always like keep that fucking playful side in you. You know what I mean? Like, bro, just have fun. Just, bro, like so many people think that it's not cool to climb a tree as an adult, or like just go wrestle, or just like go, you know, like fucking sprint, or do like dumb shit. You know, but it's honestly like maybe even shoot a gun. Honestly, like in the U.S., it's more like accepted, right? Like if you went to the forest here, bro, with a gun, like a lot of people would call the cops on me here, but in the U.S., bro, that's like one of the things I'd love to do, bro. Just shoot guns, bro.
Honestly, I mean, yeah, because I went to the gun range the other day. It has its pro con, because especially me and the Hellcat, like I got pulled over. First thing I do when in that car, I roll all my windows down. I have my gun in the car. I go ahead and just put it on the front, just so, and I had a
Mm,
clip undone, just so they know, hey, I'm not on no funny business, not on none of that.
yeah,
I'm gonna comply with whatever it is. And no, the
yeah.
reason I got pulled over was literally he just wanted to talk about my car. he was
Interesting.
like, I like your car. You know, what type of rap? Literally, I ain't got no issue with that as long as I'm not in no rush, nothing like that. And he understood. He was like, yeah, I ain't want to pull you over. I'm like, it was just too nice of a car. I had to pull you over for it. So realistically, I don't really have
Mm,
an issue with that. But I mean, there's just
mm,
pros and cons with it, especially because gun in the car. Some cops get real frantic. They're like, no, Dad, don't even want to mess with that.
yeah. Holy shit, dude. We talked about a lot today. I really love this podcast, man.
I do too, man. I appreciate you having me on.
Yeah. Yo, one last question that really came up to my mind, bro. What I kind of knew the answer to this, but what's your opinions on Teslas, bro?
Uh, I'm gonna say it this way. Tesla in itself is not a bad car, especially for the price. It's not a bad car, but it's the Tesla owners. I'm gonna put it this way:
Oh.
some of the owners they're like, oh yeah, I'm walking your hell. I mean, shit, you don't even have an engine. I hope
Mm.
you are, but I mean, hey, but I can't get behind. They'd be like, oh yeah, I don't have to pay for gas. I'm only paying like $10 to charge my thing like 5 times at the month. Cool. I'd rather hear my Hellcat whine than
Yeah.
coming down the
Yeah.
road. I'd rather hear that. So I mean,
Yeah. You know what? I feel like their biggest flex is having two trunks. Like really. That's like their biggest flex.
literally, and the thing is, in my car, I don't even need all that space. My trunk
Yeah,
is
yeah,
basically almost empty. Because I'm like, okay, so you're just excited that you're
yeah.
hoarding stuff in your car. Like, what's the
Bro,
point here?
I saw so many memes about Tesla owners, bro. Like they say, how do you fit four Tesla owners on a chair? You turn it upside down.
Literally.
Or
Like
Tesla owners are types of people to eat a Snickers bar upside down because they want to feel the veiny texture.
literally, bro. 'Cause I'm like,
Bro, oh my god, man! Like honestly, I see a Tesla owner, and he always has such a fucking skinny neck, bro. He looks like a nerd all the time, man. Well, I don't know, man. It's like, it's almost like more common to see a pride flag in a Tesla car than a gun in a Hellcat car.
literally. I'll say this way: it's some Tesla owners like I've talked to completely chill people, like
Yeah,
they know
yeah.
what they have. But then there's some they're just arrogant asshole. I'm like, okay, bro, okay,
Nah.
I understand.
You know what's the most pathetic thing is when a Tesla owner, like with a Tesla Model S Plaid or whatever, they go to a drag race and they try to fucking race some guys that have a supercar or something like really cool, and they
And
try
then
to like bet money, and I'm like, bro, oh my goodness,
and
that's
they,
like,
I really don't know why, because I'm like, one, electric cars in general have the fastest acceleration there is.
yeah,
But if I'm buying a car, especially a car that I want to race or a muscle car, I want to hear that engine.
yeah,
Like
yeah,
it's
yeah.
like people want to hear that scream.
You know what's the most disappointing thing about electric cars in general is that by pressing the throttle, you're not even doing anything. It's literally just a software that makes the electric engine just move. But when you're pressing the
Literally.
throttle on in a real car, you're actually pushing the throttle house in the engine, so you're doing something. You know what I mean? Like that's
Right.
like the most engaging stuff about real petrol cars. That's why I love it.
Yeah.
Nah, man.
Hey,
What's next for you, man? What are you doing this year? What are you planning on doing this year?
plans on no. I mean, I just want to grow my YouTube, honestly. I mean, that do my content, finish school and everything. And that's really everything
Yeah.
that I want to do. I mean, that's the main goals for this for end of 2025, headed to 2026. I really want to just go grow those platforms out.
Fuck yeah, man. Any new cars in 2026?
If I do get one, it'll most likely be a track hawk because I did promise. I was like, y'all lock
No,
in, y'all go get y'all Hellcats. I'll get a track
bro,
hawk and I'll be a real one so we can have a little trio. That's really the
bro.
main thing.
Oh my goodness, like bro, SRD ski with a track hard, bro. That would go so fucking hard, man. That would be
Yeah,
crazy.
that would be the main thing. I was like, y'all get Charger, y'all go. I'll get a track hawk.
Hmm.
I was like,
You know what? I
go
also
ahead.
start thinking that it's really cool is the TRX, like a super truck.
I like the super truck, but I do no because I know a guy that has one. It looks amazing, but
Mm.
no, I feel like they should have did more to the supercharger because only 120 on the dash. I'm not gonna say it's slow because I mean no, it's still a supercharged V8, but
Yeah.
I feel like you could put a little something else in it. You feel
I
me?
feel
Or
I
add
feel like it's just still not enough fun. You know what I mean? Like
literally
it's fun, but it's not as fun as like a Charger or Challenger. It's not the same thing,
exactly
man.
because you can't really slide a TRX.
Oh,
You
you
can't.
can, bro. You'd
You
rather
can. You can. It's
you'd
not. It's
most
not gonna be as fun.
you'd more likely roll over than fucking slide that thing.
Exactly. So I'm like, realistically, I'm like, nah, I can't even do it.
I'd say that TRX is more like for the guys like in their 30s that really want off-road monster. Yeah, that's a
Exactly.
lot of
That's what I
fun.
say is perfect for. If you live up near like mountains, something like that, off-road terrain, you can hear a supercharged one in the mountains,
No,
and you
bro.
going up in the air. Like that would be super cool.
Yeah. Yeah, you know what I really like is how some of those like how Ram actually did that animation for TRX like the TRX just eating the Raptor, you know what I mean? And that was like
Right.
so cool when I saw it. But yeah, man. It's like Dodge mocking Ford. I really love that, man. Like Mustangs are cool, but Dodge gets the priority for me, even above Chevrolet, honestly, bro. Like Camaros are cool. Like Corvettes are really good. But I'd still, if I was going back in the 20th century, I'd still pick like a Charger from '69, bro. That's like my type of beast, bro.
And I can respect that, honestly.
Hmm. Anyways, man, where can people find you?
I can find me on YouTube, SRT Ski, my Instagram, SRT Ski, and TikTok, SRT Ski, all platforms. That's where y'all can find me. If y'all have any questions, y'all can DM me, leave a comment on a YouTube video. I promise I'm gonna get back to y'all. I don't gatekeep. I'm the realest there is.
Yeah. Guys, every single link that he mentioned is gonna be in the comments. It's gonna be all in the description and the comments. So, anyways, with this in mind, thanks a lot for watching till the end. Any last thoughts for the people watching? Any last message?
Last message I'm gonna get to y'all: if y'all have a goal, stick to it. Don't ever give up, because you give up, you're not gonna get to it. Honestly, you want a house, work for it. Literally put it as your screensaver in your phone that you're gonna get to it. You want a Hellcat, you want a BMW, your whatever it is, work for it, bro. You gonna get it eventually. Like, as long as you don't stop, you're gonna make it, bro.
W. Thanks a lot for watching till the end, guys. Catch you on the next one.
All right, y'all.